And Chance Patrick is here because it's time to spend a little bit of time in the great Iowa outdoors.
It is. You know, from the get-go, my mission was getting adults and kids back outdoors. And there's no reason anybody can't be outdoors now. There's equipment, there's technology, there's no excuse. And that's one thing I will not allow somebody to say is I can't. That's not my...
And you brought a very inspiring individual with you this morning.
I did. You know, archery's a very tricky thing with arms. Can you imagine it without? And Matt Stutzman here is one of the best in the business there is.
One of the best in the business is an understatement. Folks, check this out. This is a medal from the London Games.
Oh, I thought that was part of your costume.
No, this could be part of the costume.
You could be part of your costume if you wanted to, yeah.
This is a medal from the London Games. You were one of the best on the planet. How great did that feel?
It feels pretty awesome, just because I know I'm competing against people that have arms, and I'm proving to not only like the people who are watching me, but my kids too, that you can literally overcome and accomplish whatever you put your mind to.
So let's talk about, how did you get started? How does someone that, well, first of all, your condition, is just born without arms?
Yeah, I was born this way.
Okay. How did you decide that archery was the thing?
Of all the things that were soccer would have come to mind first before anything else.
Archery sounds like
I actually tried soccer, and I got called for hands one time. I was like, this is not for me. No, I really did. It was pretty funny. My dad come run on the field yelling, what are you doing? Calling out. Anyway, you know, in 2010, I was a stay-at-home dad. My wife did all the work, and I was trying to figure out how to contribute to the family, right? Because it doesn't make you feel good when you're sitting at home and your wife does all the work. And I've always been an outdoorsman and a hunter, but it's always been with a gun or something. And I said to my wife, I said, you know, if we can get a bow and let me go out right now when it's warm out, I could fill the freezer, and it's going to be way more cost-effective.
Look at this.
It's going to be way more cost-effective than if you go to the store and buy it. And so she's like, how are you going to shoot it? I'm like, I don't know. We're going to figure this out together, I guess. And so, in short, I got started because of my desire to want to take care of my family.
Wow.
So you put the bow, you know, onto the arrow onto the bow, and using your feet, as you just saw there.
But
right.
I'm kind of interested in what you said. You've always been a hunter, and you said with guns?
Correct. I'm actually, you know how like some people are born with gifts, right? My gift is the ability to aim. So I can aim anything. You're talking, I can play pool like really good. When I was about 12 years old, I was shooting pennies at 50 yards with a 22 with no scope. I just thought that was normal. I actually remember having an apple war with my brother because we had an orchard, and my brother threw this apple at he's about 15 yards away, and he threw this apple at me, and as I'm doing the Matrix duck, I grabbed another apple in my right foot and threw it back at him, and it hit him right between the eyes. Like, I can't explain.
You were born with a gift.
I was born with the gift of being able to aim with the eye-foot coordination thing.
It's the eye-hand coordination. That's one thing that's big in archery, is having that. I can't walk a straight line, but I can dob you with my eye-hand coordination. That's one thing you just got to be born with.
But you've been obviously doing things with your legs and feet well before you decided to try archery.
You know, absolutely. I've tried lots of different things before I found my niche. But one of the things that I'm most proud of is nothing in my house is modified. So I drive a normal vehicle. Doorknobs are all the same. Change diapers. That's kind of something I don't like to admit, but all that kind of stuff.
Wow. So when's the moment that you realize, when you really start figuring all those pieces out of the video we were just watching, you're like, you know what, I got this and I'm really good at it?
I guess it's probably like a week after getting a bow.
A week after getting a bow?
Probably, at least, yeah. A week after getting a bow, I was Robin Hooding arrows, and I just thought that was cool and expensive.
Now tell everybody what that is, for those that might not know.
All right, it's when I would shoot an arrow into the target, and usually about 20 yards, and then I would take another arrow and shoot it and split the first arrow that's in the target in half.
End to end.
Yeah.
It's fun the first couple times, and you start buying arrows, and you're like, God, I got to quit doing that. I'm switching targets where they hit here, here, and here, and not in the same spot.
In the same spot.
Because it gets expensive.
Well, you obviously have a wonderful message this morning of encouraging people to get out and enjoy the great outdoors, but you also have another very important message. If anyone should be able to do these things.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. You know, I like you were talking earlier about I can't isn't definitely not in my vocabulary.
Right.
You can literally do anything that you want to. The only thing that's keeping you from being successful is yourself, I always say.
So I want you to tell the Cheez-It story too before we go any further, because if you have, you can Google this or go to YouTube and try to find this. But tell the Cheez-It story.
Cheez-It, I did a promotional thing with them, and they sent me this Cheez-It. It's like the size of a dime. The really small Cheez-It.
The regular Cheez-It.
The
little
small,
tiny one.
yes, yes. And they said, we want you to make a video of you shooting this at like 10 yards. I'm like, oh, where's the challenge in that? So on a whim, I said, what if I would put it out at 100 yards? Because my buddy's like, there's no way you're going to hit it at 100 yards. So I was like, well, it's a challenge. So I put a Cheez-It out at 100 yards and smoked it. It was awesome.
So are we going to see this in an upcoming commercial or
Did they ever
promotion,
use it?
or-
Yeah, it's already been out.
It's
yeah,
out.
You can go to Cheez-It's Facebook page and you can see it on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
very
So
impressive.
what's the next thing? Is there another goal that you want to reach?
Yeah, actually, the 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games are coming up next year, and so I'm gearing up for that right now. In fact, I'm gonna just do this little. If you want to follow me on the road there, you can go on Facebook and check out The Armless Archer, and you can follow my road to Rio.
And you're from here.
Perfect.
I am from Fairfield, Iowa.
Fairfield. There you go.
He's from Iowa.
Yep.
Yepper.
So that's even better. You know, he's supporting the same things I am, and it was a great match. And I finally had to tell him, his agent, can I talk to Matt? I don't know how to deal with agents. You know, you're too professional. Like, have him call me. I can't do this no more. And he called, and it was great. So yeah, it was an honor to talk to him.
What a cool story.
Well, we'll have to
you.
follow you and let us know what happens so we can get you back in and talk about
Absolutely.
the Olympics.
I can do that. Not a
There
problem.
you go. And once again, look at this. This is such a cool
That looks
medal.
heavy.
You have to check
Here,
it out.
feel it.
You have to-
Check it out. It is heavy. It's amazing. Well, congratulations,
Thank
man,
you.
to everything, and say hi to your family for us.
I will.
Thank you
very
so
much.
Thank you. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. The Great Iowa Outdoors with Chance Patrick. Again, chance.patrick.7 on Facebook. Follow him and see what he's up to next. Lots of surprises from this guy. We'll visit with him here in just a couple weeks.